Hey, bro, come deal with me real quick. Come deal with me, bro. I see you, bro. Come deal with me. Come right here. Right here. What's your name, bro?
Rodney.
You said what?
Rodney.
Rodney, my name is Jabez. So we out here teaching our people who we are according to the Bible.
Right.
What would you say your nationality is? African American. African American. Okay. Where do you get the name African American from?
Look it up.
Have you ever asked yourself that? Where you get that name African American from?
I know they made.
You know they made. Who's they? Let's be specific. Let's be real.
Bring it up. Well, I mean, that's what they said here.
I'm gonna make it easy for you. Look at these images right here. You see these images? These are real sketches of what? Slavery of who? Us. By what race of people? What are you saying? I don't know what you're saying. You gotta make it plain. Make it plain. White people, so-called white people. They're deceivers. That's what devil means, deceiver. Because the whole entire time,
I don't like using that.
you don't like using that?
No.
Guess what? They like using these images to show that they conquered the greatest people on the planet.
We can't do tit for tat.
They're not ashamed with that.
But I don't want to do tit for tat.
But we gotta show the truth, right?
I'd be wrong.
No, you wouldn't be wrong, because the truth will set you free. We're gonna show you out the Bible. Go to the truth. All right, what you say, Rodney? Rodney, what's your name, bro?
Ike.
What's that?
Ike.
Ike, nice to meet you, bro. We're out here showing our people. We gotta be confident in our history. You understand? We gotta know who we are. We gotta speak the truth, because they show us this image of them conquering us. We're gonna show you what the truth is.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
So the law is the truth. Do our people keep the laws? Do we keep the laws as a people? So-called blacks? It's against the laws that they have is really against our people. It's really for them, right? But God has given us laws. Did you know that? He's given specifically us to keep laws. For instance, there's a law that the so-called white man knows that we got to keep, which is our temple. Have you heard of your temple before? Our temple. Because our bodies, it's not just anything, right? We can't just do whatever we want with it, right? Because God made you, right? We're going to show you in the Bible how important your vessel is, and that you must keep laws. We must keep the commandments of God, okay?
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3 and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
Hey, Rodney, it says, and Ike, right? It says, know ye not that ye are the temple of God? It says, know ye not, Rodney, Ike, because it's specific. It's talking to our people, the so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans, the Israelites. I'm going to prove this to you, that you are the Israelites, and you got to take care of your temple.
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
It dwells in you. Because when we read in the book of Corinthians, God is only speaking to the Israelites. So he's saying, yo, the Spirit of God dwells in you. Your body is special enough for God to dwell in you. You understand? Out of all the other nations, I said your body is more important than the other nations, and I'm going to dwell in you. Go ahead.
If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
You see what the Bible is saying? If any man defiles. What does it mean to defile, Rodney?
Bring it up.
To go against. To go against. Aren't we supposed to love ourselves? So loving ourselves is what? Sticking together. So we're trying to stick together, right, with the commandments of God. So we brothers out here, we're trying to show you, yo, you got to take every temple. Put that cigarette away. Put that black and mild away. Throw it away. That's what God says. Throw that away. That's repentance right there. That's repentance. Because we out here showing our love that God loves you. He loves our people specifically, and he wants us to come back to our higher state. You understand?
Right.
He wants us to come back. He says what?
Him. Any man that defile the temple of God.
Because it's not just any man. He's talking about the Israelite man. Because at one point in time, we were the ones that set peace on the earth. We're the ones that told everyone what to do. You do this, you do that. We had control over the planet. But guess what? We started smoking. We got what? Slavery happened to our people. And guess what? You see these plantations? What were we picking in those plantations? Cotton and what else?
Bring it up.
What is the primary source that they use in expenses as far as selling to our people, like when it comes to you said what? Tobacco. And what you had there was tobacco. They used that for us to pick, and the next thing you know, we're smoking it and killing ourselves. You see that?
But you gotta look at it's kind of hard just to quit just to stop.
Right, it is hard, but God makes a way of escape, bro. We have no excuse. Because a lot of us, you see brothers out here, right? You see all these brothers right here? We're not here for no reason. We understand that God says your temple, that this is your temple. Some of us used to smoke, but we said no. Keeping the commandments, we have strength in that. You understand? We're gonna show you. Go ahead. Go to the book of John, 1 John chapter 5 verse 3, and then give me 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 13. Because God always provides a way for our people to come back to who we were. Every captivity, we would always have righteous judges that will come out and teach our people we must keep the commandments of God. Right. So we're going to show you a commandment. That is, yeah, it may be hard, right? But God says if you keep my commandments, it's going to be easy. Right. We're going to show you.
The book of 1 John, the 5 and verse 3. For this is the love of God.
So for this is the love of God. So if you had any idea or ideology of what love means, right? God's going to make it easy for us and tell you what love actually means, all right?
That we keep his commandments.
That we keep his commandments. Stop smoking. Right. No, stop smoking. Because remember, it's your temple, right? He said, don't defile it. Stop smoking. Stop murdering your brother. And all praise to the Most High, you actually just kept the law without even knowing. You took your hat off. Did you know according to that? You know that?
I'm 43 years old, man. I studied it.
So you had some of the laws in you, okay? But now it's time. Today's the day to apply these commandments, because we need our brothers out here in the street. We got brothers out here. We need each other to help teach that to the younger generation, because our younger generation is being attacked right now. You see that? All right, Ronald, go ahead.
And his commandments are not grievous.
So it says his commandments are not grievous. You know what grievous means, Ike? Grievous means, you know what grievous means? His commandments are not grievous.
You can't go against. I mean, it's no explanation. There's no. This is what it is. It's law. Right?
Okay. Grievous meaning it's not difficult. Right. It's not hard. Right. It's not hard to just do what you just did right there. You see that? You said it was hard, right? But he just showed otherwise. Right. So his example shows you that it is possible to quit. That's right. It's possible to just throw it away. Right. Because God made you. He knows how strong you are. Thus, we're going to prove it. Not just from our own words. Go ahead. Go to, what you got? Go ahead. Yeah.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 13. There have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man.
So there's no temptation that's taking you that is not common, that no man is going through. Because, again, you have men out here. We go through temptation, but there's no temptation that we know what it's like. Well, we understand smoking, how hard it is. Right. We know what it's like, but we understand that God's going to explain to us what's going on.
But God is faithful.
God is faithful. If you're not faithful, God says, I'm faithful. I'm faithful to do what?
Who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able.
So when temptation comes, let's say you see a woman walking down the street, beautiful, right? In modest, dressing nasty, you trying to smash. God says, although she wants you, she's trying to get you to defile her. He says, there's no temptation that what?
There is no temptation that has taken you such as is common to men. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able.
As much as you want to do evil to that sister, God says, I give you enough strength to be able to fight through and not commit sin. Right. Not commit sin. So if you have in your mind that you can't keep God's laws, God is telling you that you can keep it, and we're going to prove it furthermore.
But will, with the temptation, also make a way to escape.
So God says he will make a way to escape your temptations. The lust that you deal with, whether it be with drugs, whether it be with adultery, fornication, murdering, spirit, hatred, defying the temple, he provided a way to escape through the Bible that we just brought out, right? That's an escape. When you apply the scriptures, because we just read it earlier, what is the Spirit? What is the Spirit?
The Spirit is something that's looking over you.
Right? So now we're going to show you out of the Bible what God says Spirit is. Sounds fair? All right, we're going to prove what the Spirit is.
The book of John, chapter 6 and verse 63. It is the Spirit that quickeneth.
So it's the Spirit that quickeneth. Quickeneth, in other words, means changes. It changes you. Go ahead.
The flesh profiteth nothing.
Our flesh is going to pass away one day, but we got to make sure we take care of it regardless. You understand? Because we just read it. Don't defile the temple. Go ahead.
The words that I speak unto you.
The words that I speak unto you, right? The words.
They are spirit.
They are spirit. So when you think of spirit, God says, my words are spirit. And what do those words do?
And they are life.
They give you life. Because right now, you're coming back to life by applying the commandments. You just threw away that cigarette was meant to what? Kill you.
Right.
You applied the word of life, now the Lord is giving you extension of life. You understand that? Simple. So now we're going to show you out of the Bible who you are according to the Bible. Because you said you're African American, right? Why are we in the bottom society? Why are we suffering, Ronald? Why are we suffering, Ike? Why do we have the worst? Why are we stuck in doing drugs and not prospering with our people as a nation? Have y'all had that question? Have you heard of slavery in the Bible?
No.
Okay, we're going to show you in the Bible that who God calls the Israelites, his chosen people. You heard about the Israelites, God's chosen people. We're going to show you that you too are those people. And the people on this block, they're God's chosen people.
Right.
We're going to show you.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28.
Verse 1. You got 27 verse 1.
27 and verse 1. And Moses with the elders of Israel.
So this is Moses. Y'all know who Moses was, right?
No.
Moses was an Israelite from the tribe of Levi, right? He was speaking to who? Let's see who he was speaking to. Because we learned that God loves what? He loves us. But when we say us, the world, right? The world. But we're going to see almost towards the beginning who God was really dealing with. Was he dealing with the whole world, or was he dealing with a specific people?
Right.
Let's see. That's fair?
And Moses with the elders of Israel.
So Moses was speaking to the elders of Israel. The elders were men.
Right.
He wasn't dealing with the women first, because the men are the ones to take charge.
Right.
The men are the leaders of the nation.
Right.
That's why when you see when our children get put to death, like for instance, who was that one of our sons that got put to death? Trayvon Martin. Who was it? Did his mother speak for him? Was it his mother that spoke for him?
Yeah.
Was it his mother spoke for him? Where was the dad at? How come the father didn't speak for him? He was there, but did he speak for him? He did exactly.
Sat back in the background.
Exactly. So we gotta set back the order that the men are the leaders. We gotta speak. Go ahead.
Commanded the people, saying, keep all the commandments which I command you this day.
Wait, go. You guys missed the point. The elders of what?
The elders of Israel.
Of Israel. Of Israel. It didn't say the whole world. It said Israel. Bro, how you doing, bro? You good? Come deal with it. This is Ronald, right? Ike, right? Is it Ike? Cause Rodney. Ike. What's your name? Huh? Ozon? My name is Jabez. So we're going over who the true Israelites today.
That's right.
Who are God's chosen people
Right.
today? We're gonna prove out of the Bible. Y'all learning right now, all right? Go ahead.
And Moses with the elders of Israel commanded the people, saying, keep all the commandments which I command you this day.
So he's saying, hey, you gotta teach. I must talk to the elders, and you must teach everyone under to keep the commandments. Gotta start with the men first. Go ahead. They're gonna show you who the Israelites are. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
But it shall come to pass. So now this is Moses speaking to the children of Israel. He said, but it shall come to pass. What it means, it shall come to pass. What is that talking about? Who got the answer? Who got the answer? I want to interact with you.
Come to an end.
It shall come to an end. Okay. Or else, what else?
I don't know too much about
It shall come to pass, or it shall come to fruition, or come to future prophecy. It shall come to pass, meaning it's going to happen, right? Go ahead.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So it says, if you won't listen to the voice is going to the word of God. If you don't listen to this word that I'm teaching today, because he came down with the commandments. Remember Moses came down with the commandments? That's what he was teaching. Go ahead.
To observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes.
So if you don't go in the Bible and keep the commandments that I told you to do, right?
Which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
It said all these curses are going to come upon the children of Israel, right? We're dealing with the children of Israel, right?
Right.
That these curses, are curses a good thing or bad? You said curses are good? Curses are bad. We're going to show you. We're going to show you what. Remember, we're proving everything out of the Bible, what curses are, what words mean. We're going to show you what God means by curses. Because they're not good. We're going to show you. We just showed you a brief. You're starting to get it. But we're going to show you, thus saith the Lord. You see these curses? These are curses. Curses upon the children of Israel, which are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We're going to prove it. Go ahead.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Cursed shall thou be in the city. So now the Lord is giving specific clues to who the Israelites are. He said, you're going to be cursed in the city. Are we not in the city right now? Predominantly, our people are so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Are we not in the ghettos?
Right.
Are we not slanging drugs to one another? So if we go to the so-called white man community, don't they rich down there? They got nice cars, their community's clean. They love one another.
Right.
They can say hello to one another easily.
Right.
They're not scared of another person bringing out, might shoot them and kill them. It says, cursed shall I be what?
Cursed shall thou be in this city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
So another clue to who the Israelites are. Cursed shall thou be in the field.
Right.
How are we cursed in the field?
Bring it out.
How are we cursed in the field? Ike, go ahead. The field. Have you been to school before? You been to school?
I can't read and write.
You can't read and write good. See, that's the issue. We got great men that don't know these things.
I'm trying to keep up, but I'm kind of...
Yeah, you good. Okay, we're gonna get you. What is cursing the field? How are we cursing the field, bro?
Bring it out.
The field is the world, right?
I'm gonna show you how to buy. Look, the Lord making it easy for us. You see the field? Look at these fields. You see the cotton field? You see the cotton field, right? And y'all pay attention, y'all see the cotton field, right? That's a field. It says, cursed shall not be in the field. Do you see a so-called white man picking cotton? Do you see Chinese man picking cotton in the field? You only see all race of people doing these things.
Right.
You don't see the Arabs doing that.
Right.
So we can narrow it down to who the true people are. You see that? So you would say, we're the ones that are cursing the field. Now let's bring it up today. The job field, right? Don't leave, bro. Don't leave, bro. How you doing, sis? We're showing our people who we are according to the Bible. All right? So you see that, right? Cursing the field, job field, work field. Y'all got jobs, right? Y'all got minimum wage jobs? Yeah, we gotta be honest, because a lot of times our people are what? The first fired and last hired. It's hard for us to get jobs, hard for us to get education, hard for us to get taught the way we're supposed to be taught.
Right.
You understand? So that's the issue. We will be crushing the field. It will be hard for us to get jobs. It will be very hard for us as a nation. You can say P. Diddy, you can say Jay-Z, they got good jobs, right? But guess what they're teaching our people? Wickedness. Wickedness. All right? So now we're going to show you. You see that? Go to verse 46. We're going to show you that these would be signs to show who God's chosen people are. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We're going to show you. Go to the signs. There's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee. And they is talking about the curses are going to be upon us, the children of Israel. Go ahead. For a sign. It says for a sign. So these curses to prove that with the Israelites would become a sign. What is a sign? I got to understand if you all on the same page. What is a sign? A warning. That's very good. A warning. What else? What you got? A sign. What does a sign do? Yeah.
Guidance.
Guidance. Right. You would agree?
Yeah, I agree.
You agree? Guidance. So these signs are going to be guidance to show who the true Israelites are. That's right. That these curses don't fit just anybody. Right. They fit a specific people, which are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who are the Israelites. That's right.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. Iuic has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. Iuic, we deliver the truth.